Hello, hi, hey. Let's talk Falmouth, Jamaica and Montego Bay, Jamaica. And how my husband, grandpa, and I almost got left behind by our cruise ship there. Oh my gosh, it was so scary. Anyway, this is the hotel we chose to get a day pass with. It was called the Jewel Grand. Absolutely stunning hotel, just beautiful all around, inside and out. The outside of the hotel has multiple pools, kind of like a lazy river, hot tubs, all kinds of different things all over the place. We stayed here in the main area almost the whole time just because it had everything we needed, had all the food, drinks, hot tub, and steps down to the beach really easily. Here's where you can get your drinks, and again, if you buy the day pass, you get all your food and drinks included, which is really nice to have. We were going to book our day pass through Resorts for a day, but we ended up just booking it through the hotel itself. We took a cab and went straight to the front desk. It was all really easy. Here's the bottom area of the hotel with their private beach, and they have all kinds of water sports for you to do, like paddleboarding, kayaking, and even that little catamaran thing. They had two of them that they would take you out in, and it's all free, it's all included. I really enjoyed the hot tub the most because the pool actually felt colder than the ocean water. It was really weird, and I don't know, I guess I got a water spot on my camera there, ignore that. But yeah, it was about 75, we went in mid-February, so it was kind of cold compared to the ocean water. It seemed a little bit warmer. I actually really enjoyed the ocean as well as the hot tub. And as you can see, it's not too crowded. I mean, yeah, there's people there at the resort, but I didn't really see anyone that came from the cruise ship. It could have been because this was 30 minutes away, so it was a little bit longer of a drive, but I mean, this was such a nice hotel. It was just beautiful, and I'd say it was well worth it. And there's my grandpa out there. He spent a lot of time out in the ocean, and also you can tell it's not that deep out there. Maybe 4 feet, and he's pretty far out there. There's Jared trying to learn how to paddleboard. Yeah, it was super fun. I stayed in a kayak a lot of the time just because I was a little scared. I didn't want to fall off the paddleboard just in case. And it's way more work than a kayak. But yeah, the view from the water and just the whole hotel itself, it was really beautiful. And I was really obsessed with this kelpie, like seagrass underneath me. It was really cool looking. I just kept tripping out on it. It looked really weird. See? Look at that. It looks so cool. I don't know what it is, but I loved it. Anyways, on to how we almost got left behind. Oh my gosh, it was so scary. So the hotel has this system where you give them your ID and then they give you a towel. And that's kind of how they keep track of who's coming in and out of the resort and not abusing it and staying there longer than they should, blah, blah, blah. So we ended up at the end of the day turning in our towels, but we forgot to grab our IDs, and we just walked out and got in our cab and started driving all the way back, 30-minute drive back to the cruise ship until we realized, oh my God, we forgot our IDs. We have to turn around. So we drive back to the hotel, fight with the security gate guy to let us back in. He lets us in and we get our IDs, then have to go on that long drive back. And on the long drive back, we get stopped by the Jamaican police. Oh my gosh, could this day get any weirder? Thankfully, our cab driver rolled down all the windows to show the police, hey, I've got tourists in the car, and they're in a rush to get back to their cruise ship so it doesn't leave them behind, Oh, here we are on the catamaran. And see, it wasn't a very bumpy ride. It was actually pretty nice. My grandpa's in his late 70s, and he was able to just hang on and cruise. They just take you out for a little spin and then turn right back around. It's really easy. But yeah, anyways, on to the story again. So then we get back. After we get stopped by the police, they say, okay, fine, you can go. And we get back to the ship just in time. I'm saying, we got there at 4:55. All aboard was at 4:20, and then the ship was leaving at 5. So they were rolling in the little metal grate pathway as we were running up to, from the pier over to the ship. It was so scary. I thought for sure we were going to get left behind. And I guess on the ship, the whole time, the people on the ship were calling my grandma in her room because she had stayed behind. She didn't come with us. So they were calling her the whole time saying, give us their passports. We're going to leave them on the pier for them, and they'll have to catch a flight to the next island that the cruise is stopping at, or they'll have to figure it out, but they're going to need their passports. Thankfully we made it, and grandma never gave them our passports because that would have been scary too. But yep, there we are back on the ship, thank God. And here's my grandma explaining her side of the story.
Yeah. So Rex, Shara, and Jared decided to stay at Montego Bay longer than they should, and they left their stuff there. and I thought I was going to have to pack Rex's clothes and go home by myself. I'm really upset, but at least I'm better now.
Longer than they should. We left at 2:45, like we should have. But we had some other issues.